Hello everyone. Welcome back to next episode of Mastery in Commerce. Today we are going to learn the second chapter of business studies, that is forms of business organization. In the first episode of business studies, the video which I had posted earlier, I had given you the idea of how the business revolution came in through the passing of the centuries. Then whenever you are planning to start your business, there are certain risks involved along with it. We had learned about the business risks which are associated with it. Also, we discussed some important questions. If you have not seen that video, you can please go through it before starting of this chapter. Now this chapter deals with forms of business organization. What are the different types of business? Because whenever you are planning to start your own business, the first question you ask to yourself, will you be the only owner of that business? Do you need any other person to help you with the finances? Do you want any partner with you to start your business? Or you want to start the business with your own family members? Or you want to convert your business to a form of company which is registered with government? So there are different criterias of whenever you want to whenever you want to be an entrepreneur, right? So before going on further, because we all learn commerce with an objective of knowing more about business, in all the subjects of commerce we are learning this same thing. Now business studies basically helps you to understand that what is the base on which any business organization works on. What is the base of the plan which you have in your mind to start your own business, right? So now in this chapter we are going to study what are the different kinds of business organizations, right? So the first one which there will be many which you will be learning in this chapter. First of all, you should know the various forms of business organization. The first is sole proprietorship, which will be covered in this chapter. Okay, I will be explaining you these one by one in different videos. Then comes the joint Hindu family business. Then comes the partnership business. Then comes the cooperative society. And the next one, the last one is joint stock company. So these are very important for you to understand, because very soon you will be doing these in your accounts. The numericals will also come in accounts, for which this theory is very important for you, right? So the first one which we are going to learn now is sole proprietorship. First of all, understand the meaning of this word. This meaning of word is sole means individual, means whenever there is a single person doing the business. Then proprietor is the owner. Proprietorship actually means ownership. Okay, so whenever there is a single person having the ownership of the business, then that kind of business is known as sole proprietorship. So if I am deciding to start my own parlor, then I will be the sole proprietor of my sole proprietorship business. If I am planning to start a stationery shop for myself, then for that shop, whatever arrangement, whatever risk, whatever profit, whatever is associated with it, I will be the sole proprietor of that business. So this is very common. Whenever you go to market, you suppose you want an eraser, a pencil, a pen, some papers, you always go to a nearby stationery shop. Over there you meet the shopkeeper standing there who serves you with all these things. So he is the sole proprietor because he is himself running his business. If you see a helper standing with him who is helping him with all these things, so he is an employee working under him. But the person who is running his business on his own is known as sole proprietor, right? Now in exams, generally a kind of situation is given to you where they will ask you, this is the kind of business running, what is this business, what are these features, what are disadvantages, what are its limitations. So first of all, a situation will help you to understand that what kind of business is it, right? So when a kind of business is illustrated like a person is alone working for his business, then that is sole proprietor. Okay, so the first thing which is explained to you is all about sole proprietorship, which I just now explained. Now the important thing over here is, what are the features? Features or characteristics mean the same thing. Features or characteristics mean the same thing, don't get confused with it. The first feature is given formation and closure. Formation and closure means whenever I am deciding to start my own business, I want to be a sole proprietor for my business, then I will be the one who will be forming the business. I will be the one who will be the legal owner of that business, and I will only do all the legal formalities. Hardly there are any legal formalities for the sole proprietorship. Just some permission from the local government you have to take, or whenever you are purchasing any property to open that business, that property legal documents have to be prepared, so you can start your business. It is not a very difficult task to go through many legal formalities. Closure is, suppose I am the only person in my family who can take care of my business. If something happens to me, death, insolvency, or something else, maybe I'm suffering from some disease, I'm not able to take care of my business, so the business will close. So sole proprietorship business is totally dependent on the sole proprietor who is running it, the person who is taking care of it. Then second is liability. Liability means I will be totally liable to pay to my creditors. It is my responsibility to take care of my creditors. If I am not able to pay my debts, then they can even take my assets from my home. They may even take my vehicles, they may take away my everything, every furniture kept inside my house, if I am insolvent and I am not able to pay the liabilities. So my liability is unlimited whenever I am running a sole proprietorship. Then sole risk bearer and profit recipient. Sole risk bearer and profit recipient. Profit recipient, why? Whatever profit I am earning, it is mine only. No one will come to ask the share. It is for me. Whatever way I want to do, I will spend it, right? Then risk bearer, because whenever any business is there, we have studied in first chapter, a risk is always associated with it, right? So whatever business I am running, whatever risk is associated with it, that is also mine. I cannot force it on any other person that you bear the risk, I will take the profit. That is not possible. So if I am a sole proprietor, I have to bear the risk also, then only I can earn a profit. Then next is control. Control, we all know, if I am a sole proprietor, then I am the only manager of everything. I am the only person taking care of everything. So whole control is in my hands. I am not dependent on anyone. No separate entity. Why no separate entity? As I told in the first one, that if something happens to me, then my business will also go, because business cannot run on its own without the owner. So if something happens to the owner, the business will also go. Then lack of business continuity. Same thing, that my business runs because of me. It has no different entity. If I am taking care of it, then only the business is profitable. Otherwise, it will not be able to continue. Now we see to the merits. Merits or advantages. So the basic advantages of having a business is quick decision making, because I am a sole proprietor, so I can take the decisions quickly. I will not wait for anyone or any directors to come and sign. I don't have to wait for the permission of the shareholders and all. I am the only one. I will decide, take decision, and I will expand. Then confidentiality of information, right? Confidentiality means confidentiality of info. How? Because no one is there to discuss. I am the only person to take the decisions. So no one knows what is going on in my mind, what is my next step. So I don't need to discuss with anyone. So there is confidentiality. The next is direct incentive. So whatever I am doing, whatever profit, whatever will be there, directly I will be the person who will be receiving it. Then sense of accomplishment. Sense of accomplishment always comes when you are a person who is taking care of everything and you are the one who is going to enjoy it. So you have that sense of accomplishment in you. Ease of formation and closure. So this is kind of advantage also, right? So it is an advantage. There is ease of formation and closure. No formalities are required. If I want to start my business, I will start it. If I want to close my business, I can today close and go. So no one is there to whom I have to tell or some legal formalities I have to do, while this is the case with other kinds of organizations. Okay, so sole proprietorship is good for the people who want to have their own full control on their business. Now what are the limitations? The limitations of this kind of business is limited resources. First thing, whatever saving will be in my pocket, that only I can use for my business. Beyond that I cannot go, right? I will take loan also from bank only that much which I know I will be able to pay back. So my resources are very limited. It is not like I have 3-4 partners with me that they will come and invest money in my business. I am the only person who is using my saving. Then limited life of a business concern, because human beings are having a limited life. So as long as sole proprietor is alive, his business will go. Maybe his children will take over if they are capable. But there are times we have seen big concerns have shut down because owner died or something happened to me and there was no one in the family to take care of that business, right? Then next is unlimited liability. Now this feature is a disadvantage also. Suppose I am running a business. If I am not able to pay the debts, they will take away my personal assets also, due to which my family may suffer, right? So this is a disadvantage. If I am running a business, my liability should be only to the value which I will be able to pay. So sometimes unlimited liability becomes a burden. Then limited managerial ability. Limited managerial ability means, see, a human being alone cannot do all the things. Maybe I have a good plan in my mind, but I don't know how to manage the things. Or maybe I know how to manage the things, but I don't know how to deal with the cash. Maybe I handle the cash, but I don't know how to maintain the books of accounts. Okay, so because I have to give income tax also to government, so all those calculations maybe I'm not good in doing, and one day may come when government comes in and tell me that you're not paying your income tax properly. So there is always certain limitation to your ability when you are a sole proprietor. Every time you are not able to deal with all the things. Stock keeping I'm not able to do because I have no time. I have other things also to manage. So sole proprietor cannot be considered as an expert in dealing with all the departments. So as a human being, he has certain limitations. Okay, so today we have done about sole proprietor. In the next video, we will be continuing with the next topic, and which is the joint Hindu family business. In your book, please read till page number 32 so that you are aware of what is explained. If you read the chapter, then whatever I have explained to you and you relate it, it becomes easy for you to understand the concepts. Right? I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe it. I will be grateful if you also tell your friends to watch the video to understand the topic, because sometimes the topic is not clear, then students are not able to handle the case study questions. It becomes very difficult. So with an example, the way I explain, it becomes easy for you to relate these headings with your practical knowledge. Okay, we will meet again in the next video with the next topic of joint Hindu family business. Till then, bye.